What up, y'all? Hopefully by the time this video comes out, I would have already proposed and she said yes and everything. If not, this would be a complete waste of a video. Today's September 2nd. It's backwards. Today I asked her dad if I could marry her. So I asked for her dad's blessing, like the traditional way, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't proposed yet. So right now, well, if you're watching this video, I've proposed. But in this current moment, I have not. So this is these are real emotions that I'm feeling right now, you know what I'm saying? This is the truth. I was nervous, man. I'm not nervous about asking her to be my girlfriend. I mean, to be my wife. I was nervous about asking her dad if I could make her my wife. As a man, I can imagine like, yo, this is my daughter, and you know, some other guy is trying to come and take my role, kind of, sort of. I went straight over there after work. Her dad wasn't there. They had somewhere they had to be, and I was like, oh goodness. It was just, you know, when you're nervous about something, stuff just adds to your nerves. They finally get back, and normally her dad goes straight upstairs. But this particular day, her dad stayed downstairs. So that's pretty cool. And like, Ashley and I started watching the movie, and her mom and dad were just sitting there like for the longest. We watched like the whole documentary. They were eating dinner. We watched like 30 minutes of the movie, and her dad was still sitting there. So I was just like, I have to do this now. I got up. I was gonna pretend to go to the bathroom, but I actually went to the bathroom. In the bathroom, I literally gave myself a pep talk in the mirror, like, bruh, you gotta do this. Like, this is what you need to be doing right now, because if you're planning on proposing the way that you want to propose, you have to get his permission first, so you won't feel all guilty about it. And the setup that I want, like, asking today is the only way that it would work out. Just man up and do what you gotta do. So come out of the bathroom, and I'm just like, excuse me, like, can I talk to you for a second outside? He's like, yeah, sure. So we had the conversation. He gave me the blessing. Glory be to God. He was cool about it and everything. He asked me, when am I gonna propose? Like, not when am I gonna propose, but like, when am I thinking about it? And I didn't want to tell him, like in 2 days. So I wanted it to be a surprise for him and everybody, because I don't want anybody to blow this secret. I think Ashley's unsuspecting. I keep telling her I need to save money, so I'm not thinking about spending money. So she's probably thinking like, he's not gonna try to be buying a ring anytime soon. But I've been at that ring, fam. The way I got Ashley to not know that I was talking to her dad about marriage was pretty much hiding in front of her face. I actually told her, like, I'm gonna talk to your dad about us getting married. But I made it seem like I just wanted to talk to him well beforehand, as opposed to gotta make sure she's not on the phone, because that would be messed up. I was like, I gotta do it well beforehand. Like, I made it seem like I was just trying to ask well beforehand, so that way when I do finally propose, it will be easier. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It made sense to Ashley, so that's all that matters. If I had to say how I feel, I'm just ready to get it over with. I'm pretty sure every guy can relate to this. When you know you're gonna propose, when you know that's the girl that you want to marry, you just want to get over with. It's a lot to be excited about, but just know this. Things are gonna come up. Like, the enemy doesn't like it when you try to do something right, like when you try to do something according to God's plan, of course. I'm gonna just be 100% real with y'all. When you start thinking about marriage, it's like, man, that's a big responsibility. Like, this is the person that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with. It gets kind of scary. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to marry her. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's two people coming together, and like all these kind of thoughts go into your head. And I know it's the enemy that tries to get into your head, like, and maybe you should think about this. Maybe you know, like, I know I want to marry her. It's crazy because I was actually praying in church one day, and God was like, now is the time. So I don't even know why I'm having this conversation, because God already told me, like, now is the time. Like, I remember praying in church, and it was like God was just like, now is the time. And I just agreed. I was just like, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? So, but just know that the enemy will try to mess with you. It's like anytime Ashley and I are about to have a good time, like just hang out and chill, like something will try to mess it up and make it all weird and stuff like that. But we're good in the grace of God because we're covered by the blood of Jesus. So today's the day before my proposal. And the way that I feel right now is like, I want to get it over with. It's just so much going into one surprise. And it's like, there's so much pressure in it. And it's like, you gotta ask the dad, you gotta make it so she doesn't know. But you gotta also surprise her and make it special for her and all this kind of stuff. So it's a lot of pressure around it. Tomorrow, we're doing all this driving, and I'm not looking forward to all this driving. But it's just like all this secrets and trying to be cool and keep it low key. It's just a lot of pressure. I've been kind of annoyed lately by it because it's just like, I just want to tell her, just get it over with. Like, the surprise stuff is just annoying. And then like, she doesn't know that I'm getting ready to propose, so she's just acting her regular self. And then, oh, I was just thinking about how, like, tomorrow we gotta go to her aunt's house afterwards, and who knows how everybody's gonna act when they find out that I proposed. Some people will probably be like, why are you doing it so early? Why didn't you wait? It's just a whole lot going on. People are gonna be texting me like, how'd it go? There's just a lot going on. I gotta save. This month is Save-Timber, so I'm definitely trying to save money. There's a whole lot going on, and I just want to get it over with and continue living my life. But at the same time, I want this to be special for us, and I want to get married so we can spend our lives together happily, and she can move in and all this kind of stuff. But it's just a whole lot on one person. Like, and then in between all of that, I'm working and trying not to spend money. It's just a lot that goes into this. Women need to appreciate the man and all the stuff that they do. It's because if I was to just be like, will you marry me, one random day, and it wasn't all romantic, like, she might say yes, but way down in the line, she's gonna say something like, it wasn't romantic, and she's gonna probably complain about that kind of stuff. And women do that. Don't act like women don't do that. Don't act like you wouldn't do that. Like, women want it to be special. I don't care what nobody says. Some women think things are special in different ways. Like, some women think, you know, just asking simply is special. But I don't know. But everything is going according to plan so far. Like, she doesn't, I don't know if she knows. I feel like she knows, and that's what's kind of irritating me. But I made her think like I didn't want to go to Carrollton anymore, and I just acted like my regular annoyed self, and she fell right into it. She sounded upset because I made it seem like I didn't want to go to Carrollton. And she just texted me, and she said, let's skip Carrollton and just go to your church tomorrow. So she thinks I don't even want to go to Carrollton, which is a good thing, because that would she may, if she was on to me and thinking that I was gonna propose, then now that she's saying let's skip Carrollton, then she obviously doesn't think that that's what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna say nah, we can go. We really did plan this a long time ago. I'll just suck it up and drive, yada yada yada. So hopefully she knows nothing about this, and hopefully she says yes. But like, I just want this to just go smoothly. I'm gonna bring y'all with me, but like, this is all of this is after. So hopefully the next clip will be of me, a happy guy, talking about how I feel afterwards. All right, y'all. So now
the deed is done.
Exactly. Exactly how I feel. But now we can talk about Ashley. Well, how have you felt the days leading up to today?
I've been feeling like I knew it was coming, mainly because we've been going through a lot of changes. Like ever since we had that talk where we talked about how both of us have a lot of work to do before we can even think about getting married. And like ever since then, we both made an effort to do the right thing and work on those things. So I just knew it was coming. And then it's crazy because last night I had a very interesting night. So Garrett and I have been planning to come out here for weeks. And then Garrett made me so mad yesterday that he was just like, no, I don't want to go anymore. It's going to be so much driving. I'm going to be tired, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, Garrett, please don't do this. Like, I'm the kind of person that hates when plans get canceled at the last minute. Because I've already built up so much excitement and stuff. Like, I don't like that. So I got really upset. And I was like, you know what? We are going. Like, and that's that. We're going because we planned for this. But what's crazy is that last night when I went to sleep, I had this awful pain in my head. I can't even describe it as a headache because it literally felt like it was my brain that was in pain. And I remember groaning in the middle of the night, like, ow, and touching my head, ow, 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 my head, my head, my head. And then, like, I dozed off and I went to sleep and I hadn't prayed yet. So I kept waking up because I didn't pray, and then I kept falling asleep. And then finally I woke up, and the first thought in my mind was, you don't know what Garrett had planned. And you know he's going to propose soon. You just don't know what day. So don't fight him. Like, don't give him pushback when he's, like, planning your days, because you might ruin whatever he has planned. So I texted him and I was like, babe, I'm sorry that I didn't submit. I'm sorry. If you want to stay home tomorrow, we can stay home. Because I was thinking, like, what if he was going to propose and I just ruined his plans or whatever. So, and then on the way here, like literally right before we pulled into campus, we were attacked by the enemy. And after that attack happened, my head was like, it had so much pressure in my head. And like I told you guys, I studied speech language pathology, so I know a good bit about the brain, and I know a lot about brain injuries and things like that. So I was just thinking, oh my gosh, like what if I have a brain injury? Like I'm feeling all this pressure in my head, like there's fluid, like what if there's a bruise and all of that. And I was really worried, and the whole time Garrett was so great. He tried his hardest to encourage me and to help me feel like it's okay, you know, don't worry. The enemy is just trying to attack us. Everything's gonna be okay and things like that. And I was listening, but then there was still that piece of me that's like, I need to be careful because what if this is serious, you know? But I'm just very thankful of who Garrett is and who God has made him to be, because if Garrett was some little wimp, we would have been up in the hospital wasting our day, and he wouldn't be my fiance right now, you know. And the enemy is just so conniving and